What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Power Rangers Legacy Collection Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Red Ranger. Here we do have the Red Ranger in the box, and as you can see, this is the new metallic Ranger that comes with a power sword. So really excited I finally have these guys in hand. He is the new metallic Ranger. You can see he comes in the same style of packaging that the original Red Ranger would have come in. Other figures of this line do include the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, Yellow Ranger, Black Ranger, and the Pink Ranger. So really excited I have this guy in hand. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have the metallic Red Ranger posed and out of the packaging. Before we get onto the figure, let's actually have a look at his accessories. He does come with the same blade blaster that we have seen with all the other Power Rangers, as well as the exact same holster you can see right here. The blade blaster is done in this translucent plastic, and the paint is done really well. You can see the white and the silver. Again, wish that we had got a blaster form, or maybe just the extended blade blaster part. And just like with all the other Power Rangers, if I don't drop it here, it does go on his side, just like with the original Red Ranger, or you can just have it off if you so desired. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So with that out of the way, let's actually have a look at his exclusive accessory, being the Power Sword, something that was really lacking in the first release for the Red Ranger. Starting off, let's actually have a look at that Tyrannosaurus Coin. You can see the T-Rex in there. Looks really nice. I really love the way the paint detail on this. It's actually done really well with the blue and the gold. My only problem with this accessory is the paint application. Now, it's not that it's sloppy, it's just that something is missing. The handle should be black. It shouldn't be a red handle, it should be a black handle with the pommel right here being red, but the handle itself being black. And unfortunately, that is the only gripe I have with this Power Sword. And it actually does fit in either hand, although his hands are kind of small, so you do have to wedge it in there. But once it's in there, it's not coming out, and it looks really nice on him. And you can get him in quite a lot of good poses with the sword, even two-handed sword poses, because his arms do come over like that. But before we go on to articulation, let's actually have a quick look at his Red Ranger counterpart. And here we have the Red Ranger posed next to the metallic Red Ranger, and you can see, just like with all the other ones, there is a nice sheen to the metallic Rangers. They're not really metallic, it's like a translucent metallic plastic. It's really hard to say that. It's not 100% translucent, but let's see if I can show that off. I don't know if you guys can see, my finger is in the background, but yeah, the plastic that they used is a little translucent, but it does looks really nice, especially under the lighting I have in my studio. It does look a little glossy or a little silky, but that's basically how the suits were in the original TV show. The white's painted really nicely where it's supposed to be painted, and then the white plastic is all molded, so that's really nice. Now, like Green Ranger, Red Ranger was actually one of the few Power Rangers that had an accurate belt. This one does the exact same job portraying that belt, and Morphin, it had the white with the black around it. So it's really not that big of a deal with the Red Ranger, seeing as how his Morphin was the only accurate one. But still, really like these metallic Rangers. Getting this regular one off so we can have a quick look at his details. Now, just like with the other Red Ranger, the details are the exact same. We have his helmet, which is done really well. The black is painted really clean, as well as a silver. Actually, you know what? I think that's silver. Yeah, they actually use silver paint right here on his helmet, which is pretty cool. I do like that. On the original release, it was white. This one is silver. I do like that. Again, the white neck, the white gloves, and the white boots are all molded, so I do like that. The red diamonds are painted exceptionally well. No major complaints on my end. And then again, the white diamonds are painted really cleanly, and there is a sculpt line in there. So overall, really like the way this figure came out, and I do like the accessories he comes with. With that out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation, because just like the other ones, it works really well, and you can do a lot with these figures. He does have a ball jointed head, although no pivot. We only get a left and right swivel on that joint. We don't get any head tilt, but his neck is on a hinge which goes back, forward. Arms on a ball joint go out to about that far. Does a full 360. And then because the way his chest is sculpted, the arms do come across pretty well. He has a bicep swivel. Double jointed in the elbow, which is really nice. Swivel in the forearm. Okay, there we go. Swivel hinge in the wrist, so we do get an in and out hinge, or we can move that peg to have an up and down. Swivel in the wrist itself. Ab crunch goes back about that far. Forward about that far, so pretty good range there. Waist swivel. Legs do go forward to about that far. Go back. Go out all the way, so we get really good splits on the Power Rangers. He has a thigh swivel, which works pretty well. Double jointed knees. Swivels right here at the boot. Has an ankle hinge which goes back about that far. And then we can get it forward if we finagle it just a little bit. And then forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So all in all, really like this figure and the way he looks. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have the Red Ranger posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like the way this figure came out, and I do like the power sword that is included. Although a little more paint would have been nice on the power sword, it's still a really nice accessory. Another complaint I do have is that it is a little rubbery. Would have preferred a more solid plastic, but overall, aesthetically, the Red Ranger is really pleasing to look at, and he looks really nice next to all the other Power Rangers. Now, I was lucky enough to find this Red Ranger at retail, where if you remember the previous Red Ranger I had to get off eBay. But I do like the way this Red Ranger came out, and Red Ranger is my favorite of the Power Rangers. So no disappointments here. I do like the sword. It's a really welcomed accessory, and the Blade Blaster fits just perfectly well and just brings the costume all together. If you're lucky enough to find the metallic Rangers, they are available at Walgreens. Again, I have not seen them at any other retail other than Walgreens. No Walmart, no Target, no Toys R Us, no Kmart, just Walgreens. And I didn't find all the Rangers at one particular Walgreens. I actually had to hunt them down at different Walgreens. But I'm overall excited and pleased with the figures I got. Yes, I did have to buy the exact same figures I already had, but I just love the Power Rangers, and I really wanted the power weapon, so it works out in the end. And all, what was it, all 12 Rangers are going to look good in my display. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Legacy Ranger reviews. Hopefully you guys enjoy. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and I'll do my best to bring it to my collection. Until next time, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000, and I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.